Hey everyone, it's Melissa. I actually wanted to unbox a PrintPression B6 FauxDori TN. Now, in Kane Anderson, he's the owner of this shop. Oh my gosh, look at how pretty this peach is. I love it. He talked about how if you trim the top and bottom of your mini, I guess it should be this way, you can slide it into this flap and then use this as a cover for your mini. I've actually been looking for a cover for my mini for ages. I was thinking about just all sorts of options. I was thinking of FauxDori. There's this other one that's something notebooks. If you know of any others, please feel free to link them below. But I decided to go with PrintPression because I've heard such good things about them. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of set this up. This is the ready to ship in peach. It comes in this beautiful, it's like linen bag. Depending on how durable this is, I might keep it in this. On the go, I might not. Just to show you what I've been keeping my mini in before, I'm gonna grab that. So I, on the go, have actually been keeping my mini in this. I'll just go ahead and shove one of my favorite black pens in there. Then I will put my mini in there. It's a good fit. It's not that tight, but I did notice that the edge of one of the covers is fraying. You can see it kind of right here, just with the force of me just shoving it in and out of this. See, it's like you can fit it, but you have to just kind of line it up. I got this from Amazon. I'll go ahead and link it below. And I'll also link PrintPression. This cover that I picked actually is still available as of today. So I really love it. I love peach. I was thinking of getting white, but I really, really love this color. And I also like the texture of it. They have another one that's kind of shiny, but I don't think I'm going to like that as much. So I'm really happy I went with the peach. Let me just first go ahead and burn off the edges of this. I actually prepared by bringing the silicone mat from my kitchen because I'm afraid I'm going to burn this thing and I'm going to be really sad. So let me take my lighter. This is the main band that I pulled kind of further in, and I don't even know how to use this lighter. So just burning the edges of it just to close it up. It's kind of black, but it does the job. Oh, there's a lovely acrid burning rubber smell. Okay, so I'm glad I test drove that with this. I knew I was gonna need this. So for this, I'm going to just tuck it under just so that I really don't risk burning the TN. And I'm going to do the same thing again and just take this and just close off the edges of it. And this one I didn't turn black, so that's nice. Yay, I was really nervous about that actually. So I'm going to pull this back out. This is the little string that closes it. Have it nice and tight. And I'm going to take, so Kane talked about how you have to trim your back cover a little bit because it won't go in right now as it is. But if you trim just the laminate portions, it should slide in. So I'm going to do that with my mom mini cover, which is what I use to Frankenplan this. So I have that right here. So this actually holds the guts of my mini for the rest of the year. So these are all the done months, January through May, and then I only have October to November in here. This is the back cover for it. Now I figure if I really do love this, and I think I will, I can just swap out my back cover and then always have one just kind of in there, and then it'll be my designated back cover for this FauxDori. Is that a thing that's coming out? I think that's fine. It's so pretty. It feels really, really smooth, and it kind of has that pebbled leather feel. So let me put away my lighter, and I'm going to cut it down a bit. I don't really know if this is going to go through my blade. So that's why. Oh, okay, it's actually cutting it off. Okay. Oh, that really worked out just fine. You can barely notice. So I wanted to do this with a cover that I don't really care about. So I'm not going to be sad if I mess it up and I don't have an attachment to this mom one. Okay, and then it kind of still seals the cover. I think maybe if I kept on playing with this, the laminate might split apart and the cover might be exposed, but I think it should be fine for what I need it for. So I'm just going to take my mini. Now I've been really thinking about what I want to do because I kind of want to add the rest of the month of my mini on the go. Just sometimes when you're making appointments, you're really making them very far in advance, and I want to be able to have a place where I can put that in my planner. So in my mini, I have July all the way until September, which serves me fine. I was thinking of actually getting some sort of printable. If you guys have any suggestions, I would really love them. Let's see if this really fits. It's time for the moment of truth. Is it because of this? Let me just take my scissors and kind of round off these corners. So, let's see if that, oh, okay. So yeah, you just have to trim the corners a bit, and then this should hopefully slide. Okay, so I might have to slide this cover in alone. I'm not gonna talk, but you'll just kind of watch me struggling through this. So this has a very pointy edge here, so maybe that's snagging. Let me round out this corner a bit. Yeah, I'm really glad. I actually saw this idea on the PrintPression's Facebook group. Someone had told me that they were afraid to kind of snip through their good covers, so they put one of their covers that they don't like so much in the back, and I'm really glad that I read that. I think I would be fine if this is kind of a nicer cover that I liked, but I'm glad that I had seen that idea to just kind of use a cover that you don't care so much about in case it does get ruined. So far so good. I'm just gonna keep tucking this in, and is it now? I'm gonna keep going. Okay, I think that's fully in for both. Top and bottom, yeah, they're roughly in the same spot. Oh, that's so pretty. And then I can just go ahead and put this around. So it feels very loose, and I guess that's why I was also thinking of putting the rest of the months in, just to kind of add a little bit of weight to this guy. Now, I don't think it'll fit on these classic discs, or sorry, these mini discs, so I'm actually going to, I pulled out some gold discs because I had a feeling this would happen. So I'm not going to bother popping this out. What I will just do is just add the gold discs with it. So let me just, I'll probably speed this portion of the video up. Look at how ugly this lettering is. Oh my gosh, it is a work in progress. I'm out here and I'm trying. This is the first year I've ever actually labeled my own mini, because I haven't done it, and I guess that's why. So I'm just going to take out all of this and then switch it into classic discs. I'll speed this up a bit. I love how it really matches certain dividers. Like, that's going to look so cute. So I wanted to go for gold because I think gold will go really well with this planner. I'm just going to go ahead and put them on classic discs, and I'm going to add the latter months in here as well. I think it'll be too thin, just kind of traveling with my mini. So, and especially since I don't have any inserts at the moment, I would like to get some inserts. So like I said, if you have any suggestions for inserts, for B6 inserts, feel free to leave them below. Printables, or the kind that you have to order and then come to your that get delivered. Now, I've never had a TN, so this is all new to me. Stick my good back cover on this guy. see how this feels and how more filler paper will feel added in. Oh, I love this. Okay, so the big discs definitely made it a little chunkier, so I'm going to kind of pull this out just a little bit so that I can properly close it, if I can. And I think I'll add, I have one of those pen loops, I'll add that in here. So that didn't really help. Let me push it further in. Okay, so some people are taking out their front covers. Let's see if that's better. Okay, so if you do that, that looks kind of better. And I just don't like the overhang, which I know wasn't there when I had mini discs, so I'm probably going to undo this and I'll put it back on my mini discs. It's always fun experimenting. This is just what I love about the disc system, is that it's so easy to take things in and out of your planner. That's why I don't know if I would ever want to live in a planner that wasn't a disc system, just because I just love how I can pop it all out so easily. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop out the rest of these. I think in order for it to close, it has to be on the mini discs. Okay, so this is totally in. I'll just put on these mini discs. Yes, now it'll definitely close. So it feels like there's some room to it, but if I jam pack it, then it won't really kind of fold the flap over. So that's what I've learned. It should definitely stay on mini discs. And I'm wondering, I really don't think I can fit any more months in here, but I can add some more filler paper, so that's what I will do. I really do like it. I generally do like carrying my mini discs, so I'm totally fine with that. I was just kind of thinking of filling it up a little bit, but you can kind of see here there's a little bit of a gap. So if I did have an insert, I think that would help, but I don't mind that it's so light, so I think I'm okay with that. And then depending on how durable I'm feeling about the cover, I might carry it around just like this, or I might shove it in here just because I want to preserve it and I can stick it in my purse like that. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So to recap, I got this B6 TN from PrintPression. This is how it looks like. You have to kind of snip off the top and bottom, as well as around the corners of your planner cover, or the back of it. I would redo this for you, but Lord knows I'm not going to be able to get it back in as tight, so I'm just going to leave it as is. And then there's 2 pockets. I'm sure there's a special name for this. Is it secretarial on FauxDori? I don't even know. So really nice pockets. It feels finished all the way through. And obviously it's fake leather, so that's something if you're conscious about that type of thing. Yeah, so there is a bit of a gap, but I think if I get an insert, it won't be like this. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them below. I love this. It's kind of a way for me to get into that TN life without actually having a TN, but I kind of want to, I'm looking at Annie's Plannies, or I'm looking at Annie Plans printables to just printing some B6 inserts, but as of now I don't have any. So if you have any sort of ideas as to where I can get a B6 notebook, maybe Hobby Lobby Michaels, feel free to leave that comment below. I would love to know from you avid TN people as to where you get your notebooks from. And yes, to just go ahead and burn off the tips of this so it doesn't look frayed. And I think that's it for this video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I truly do appreciate it. If you like this video, I hope you'll click like. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them below. If you don't want to miss any of my videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it.